Hey everybody, Daddy back again. Big matchup this week versus Electric, so I had to bring back another guest. We had some great success last season with Choice Band Polyrath. So today I'm joined by Dan. Dan, do you want to say anything to the adoring fans?
Yeah, thank you for having me back. And I'm not sure if Choice Band Polyrath or was that the did we play like Body Press Magnetone or something in that set too? There was some wild stuff.
There was no Protect. That's what I
Yes.
remember.
Yeah, no one needs to protect.
Yeah. Yeah, Polyrath popped off one game. I can't remember the rest. But anyways, I digress because we brought some crazy stuff this week too. All right, so taking a look at the matchup here, something that you brought up with me that we talked a lot about is the frailty of Electric's team. So do you want to say what kind of stood out in your mind in this matchup?
Yeah, his team, especially on the physical side, isn't the bulkiest in the world. It's not incredibly frail, obviously, with stuff like Bronzong and the Gudra. But if you can find a way to effectively deal with the Bronzong, a lot of your offense, especially if you are able to get a little bit of momentum and or speed control, is going to be able to overcome a lot of his Pokemon. And you brought a REVABOOM set that is very useful in that regard.
Correct. And yeah, something that you brought up that I didn't even consider when I looked at the matchup is that Electric might bring a Trick Room mode. And once we started to talk about that, the Bronzong became really scary. So yeah, let's take a look at what we brought here. So we do have the REVABOOM. This is my pride and joy for this week. So it has the Terra Normal self-destruct option. Also has Spin Out in case we want to go Trick Room. Or it looks like Electric is going to go Trick Room, so we can slow that thing down. And the Dragapult next to the REVABOOM is really nice because we can get off a helping hand. Helping hand self-destruct is KOing just about everything other than the Bronzong, which is still taking a big chunk of damage. Meowscarada pretty standard here, Choice Band stuff, doing a lot of damage. The Tauros with Trailblaze. Do you remember why we stuck the Trailblaze on there?
Yeah, you put the Trailblaze on the Tauros because with that speed stat, you weren't creeping to tie his base 90 speed Pokemon, which I believe was the Flamigo, but you do outspeed his base 80 speed Pokemon. And giving it Trailblaze, because that's somewhere in the 140s, the stat where it is at 204 speed Trailblaze. If you get one off, you become the fastest thing on the field because you will outspeed his Jolteon.
Yeah, absolutely. And then we threw the Terra Dark on the Tauros because I was a little afraid of Klefki. I know you said you didn't think it would be coming this week, but I wanted the Terra Dark just to avoid, Thunder Wave paralysis, stuff like that on the Tauros here.
Yeah, it definitely seemed like the correct choice. As a bit of a free Terra, and defensively it worked into some of his options that hit the Tauros as well.
Yeah, you did point out during building that the defensive Terras might be the way to go in this matchup because Electric's team pretty frail, especially on the physical side, so they're probably going down regardless of the additional stab damage.
Yes.
And then the last one here is Satitan. Well, I guess we have Slow King too, which I haven't talked about, but Satitan is a big one here. Terra Fairy, another defensive Terry, but also makes those play roughs super powerful. Belly Drum was kind of a last-second addition, but yeah, just to be able to get off some really big ice shards, liquidation for solid damage into a lot of Electric's team. So I was looking forward to using this week. And then, do you want to say anything about the Slow King? Kind of a strange set.
Yeah, we actually pivoted to Belly Drum on the Satitan when we considered Heal Pulse on the Slow King to keep it alive throughout the course of the set. But otherwise, it's a pretty standard Trick Room set. Terra Grass is a really good defensive option for you as well this week.
Yeah, nice defensive option, and the Heal Pulse, pretty cool synergy with the Satitan. So if we did decide to go Trick Room mode, Satitan slower than most of the things that'll be threatening on Electric's team other than Bronzong. That firing off a steel move into Satitan's going to hurt regardless. So you ready to jump in? Anything else?
Yeah, let's go ahead and dive on in.
All right, so here is game one. Let's switch sides here so we see the good guy's perspective. Any surprises?
No Bronzong. You're setting Trick Room game one unless I don't know if Klefki gets imprisoned. Klefki probably has some anti-Trick Room options, but if I'm you, I'm definitely just setting Trick Room, probably Slowking something. You could go with the explosion play because Klefki again is the only resist, and I don't hate that either. I think you've got 2 good modes here into this team, so it just depends what you want to do.
Yeah, I did. I was really excited to use the explode, so that's what I decided to go with.
First.
So I do see the Flamigo come out, and that scares me a little bit. Right, I'm afraid of wide guard.
Yeah, I still think you explode here because no one sees it coming. Yep, helping hand. Oh, we don't see a helping hand come out on your side though.
No, I did not explode. I probably should have.
Oh no! Oh, it would have been so good too.
Yeah, Spin Out does pick up the KO here, and Dragapult lives, which is pretty huge because it's the fastest thing on the field. And we did learn that Flamigo is scarfed.
Okay, then here comes the first impression. So you're protecting, or you gotta get Dragapult out of there, right? Or helping hand, I guess.
Yeah, I figured he's first impressioning the Dragapult, so let's do it now.
And now you're exploding. Yep, you win game 1.
Yeah.
Yeah, you super win game 1. What does he say in chat? Does he say anything?
I don't think he said anything.
No. Okay, no comments.
Yeah, so we see the nothing crazy happens here. The Armarouche comes out, so we get a little information, right?
Yeah,
we find out
it's Terra type on it. That's useful.
Yeah, find out it's Terra Flying. We figure out what the item is here.
Item's gone.
It is a life orb.
Sense.
So this game is already wrapped up. So
you win this game.
Yeah,
that worked out about as well as possible. You also see protect information, which is pretty big because now if you know it's got armor cannon and protect, and it's Terra Flying. I'm not sure what else it's going to have on it, but it's probably not a Trick Room set.
Right. It didn't seem to be the case, and then I decided to launch another Stomping Tantrum just so he's not sure what the Tauros set is and is not sure what my item is, right? Could be a choice band.
Yep, I agree with that.
Yeah, so jumping into game 2, what are you thinking?
He's going to play hard against the REVABOOM, so I think the play for him to go against REVABOOM is going to be some sort of armor cannon lead. So I would want to set Trick Room on him. But let's see.
That's exactly what I was thinking. So I did go with the Trick Room lead here. This is going to be an interesting one.
P and the Flamigo. Okay. Okay, that's fine.
So Para on the Titan felt kind of nice because I'm setting Trick Room, and now I'm definitely the slowest thing.
Yep.
But that doesn't feel nice.
You don't get the belly drum off, which is annoying, but you do get Trick Room up. You consider Terroring here. I'm kind of surprised you stayed in without Terror on the Titan, but
yeah,
you're not going to get punished for it.
Right. I kind of called the Protect here to get a belly drum off.
Okay. Belly drum goes off. Barry gets eaten. Klefki unsets Trick Room, but you Ice Shard. No, you don't Ice Shard. You
misplay. Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
You die. You die just a little bit. Got it. Trick Room goes back up.
Yeah, and
the Tauros is going to be too fast now.
Exactly. Yeah, just kind of bad call-outs here. I wasn't sure if you.
Are you trying to unset Trick Room this turn?
I am.
Trick Room goes down.
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay.
So kind of a mess in game 2.
Teachable moment. You're not out of it because you get the knockoff. I don't think this Dazzling Gleam kills you. Oh, but you don't. Yeah. Never mind. A double up kills you.
Yeah. Slowking versus the world. Not looking great.
No. Set Trick Room again. It'll be useful.
Right. Yeah, it was kind of a mess of Trick Rooms. That Para kind of threw off my, not getting that belly drum off turn 1 kind of threw me off my game a little bit here.
Okay, but you got to plan for game 3, and I think I might even try Trick Room again because I don't think he does the same lead. But even if he does, I guess your explosion lead is still really good into that.
Yeah, the explosion lead felt good, but so did this one.
So there's the Jolteon. Oh, I hope it's the explosion lead.
So I decided to go with the Tauros and Dragapult this time.
Okay.
Instead.
Scrappy. Interesting. Okay. U-turns out. Where's the Shadow Ball going? Thunderbolt. Okay, that's fine. And then... Yep, okay. I like this now.
Yes.
So you're going to have the speed advantage. It's Terra flying on the Armor Rogue. So I almost want to click Thunderbolt there again because he sort of needs to Psychic... you Terra Dark here, and you Stomping Tantrum. You Terra Dark, Stomping Tantrum, the Jolteon, and Thunderbolt the Armor Rogue.
Yeah,
that's my play.
I had a tough time deciding what to do here. I was thinking maybe it's kind of the mind game of does he Terra Flying or not? He knows I have Thunderbolt, right? So do I Shadow Ball assuming he doesn't Terra? Do I Thunderbolt assuming he does, right? It feels like a 50-50 to me.
So I think what you do here is you always want to you Thunderbolt threatens to pick up the 1-hit KO with a decent roll, but it will guarantee you the 2-hit KO because you can follow up with a Shadow Ball that will always KO in that slot afterwards. Mm-hmm. What's most important here though is Terraing the Tauros this turn.
Okay. Well, I did not do that, sir.
Okay, never mind.
Yeah, I figure I'm already faster. Okay. Kind of saving the...
He's going to Psychic you.
Correct. Yeah, so mistake.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. I still think you're in decent position here.
Yeah, I do have the Titan coming in back, and I kind of wanted to save Terra for this thing.
Yeah, okay. Survive is huge. You get a Shadow Ball off. Oh, so that's Scarf. That's good to know. I think we learned that earlier. Play Rough will kill. You should be in fine position. Oh, yeah. Because it's just Klefki in the back. Yeah, okay. So you win. Survived a bit of a messy moment there, but Liquidation here should do it. Or
I thought it
put
would
you in
too.
position to do it. Yeah.
In hindsight, Terra Dark seems like the right choice, but in the moment, I don't know why I wasn't. He's not launching a fire move into that slot, right?
Yeah.
Yes.
I understand the desire to Terra the Titan in the face of it if you think it's going to survive, though. So that does make sense. I probably would have played it more aggressively, but I don't think it was just cleanly incorrect. I think it was a lower probability play, but there is a chance. But there is a world where that's the correct play if your opponent's going to read into it as a defensive Terra.
Yeah, I'm still kind of learning my way around this Terra mechanic, clearly. But yeah, I think overall the plan worked pretty well. Game 2 really sloppy on my end, but well played by Electric. Nice adjustments in that second game there. Any closing thoughts?
Yeah, overall, I think both of you guys played pretty well. I do think the self-destruct was going to work for one game, and that's what it did. The Tauros really just showed out like it normally does and was solid overall. And yeah, I think everything just worked the way it should have on the team. So I'm pretty happy seeing the way that it played out, and I'm sure you're happy piloting it.
Yeah, absolutely. It was a lot of fun to play this week. Maybe Slow King didn't work out as planned. What did I click Trick Room 4 times in that match? So maybe not that one.
And your record is now 3-2, and what's your game differential now?
I think I'm -1.
3-2 game differential -1. That's impressive.
Isn't that crazy? Yeah, because my losses are 0-2 and my wins are all 2-1. So how does the math work on that?
There are two people in our division that are 3-2 +2. So depending on that tiebreaker, we might be playing next week. So
yeah. Oh my God. It's so funny because you're my guest this week and Steve was last week, and it's kind of looking. I looked at it briefly today, and it looks like I'm going to be playing you guys in the pseudo playoffs, I guess.
Or Jace, because Jace and I have the exact same record now because he was 3-1 +4 and I was 2-2 +0 and I 2-0'd him, so now we're both 3-2 +2.
Wait, not Jace. Jace is undefeated.
Or no, not Jace. Who's... Now I'm blanking.
We'll take a look.
Ray. Yes.
Yeah, so
Ray and I have the exact same record. Steve lost, I believe, so he's going to be 4th in the division going into next week.
Yeah, and I'll be 3rd.
I don't know and I'll be either 2nd or 3rd. I don't know what the tiebreakers are beyond game score.
Yeah, so if you are 3rd and Steve is 4th, which
It would be the two. It would be both
Might
of
be
us.
the way it plays. I guess we'll have to wait.
So
and
you're
see.
gonna play Steve in the last week. That's guaranteed.
Yeah.
But
Great. Hey,
you'll either play me or Ray next
guys,
week.
come on. Take a really close look at my team with me. Learn everything about it, and then come beat me next week. Right?
I'll do my best if we play. But again, thank you for having me on. It's always
Absolutely,
a blast
absolutely, Dan.
to
Thank
do
you.
these type of things.
Yeah, it was a great time, man. We made a really cool team. So thank you. Thanks everybody for watching. We'll catch you next week.